They got called for a 5-second violation.
Get on Jalen.
Here's a pass to Tatum. From 12 feet out. Oh, it doesn't go. Jokic.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
First one falls. And Jokic drops them both. So no problem for Denver as they get the win. They didn't have too many problems. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie.
Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away.
Wembanyama the fake, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer. Has knocked out Chuck Liddell.
Ran in his bag. And the crowd's oh, wow.
Liddell, and he's done it again.
Dynamite. And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. Hill's going to take this all the way.
Wow! Quick Rampage Jackson. Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away.
Wembanyama the fake, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer. Has knocked out Chuck Liddell.
Ran in his bag. And the crowd's oh, wow.
Liddell, and he's done it again.
Dynamite. And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. Hill's going to take this all the way.
Wow! Quick Rampage Jackson.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave?
Oh, there's hope in the snow.
Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away.
Wembanyama the fake, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer. Has knocked out Chuck Liddell.
Ran in his bag. And the crowd's oh, wow.
Liddell, and he's done it again.
Dynamite.
We hope this St. Paddy's Day is bringing everyone out there good luck so far. We're dialing up some NBA action for you here on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here, alongside Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us from the floor. This is opening night for both of these squads. What are these games like to play in, Richard?
It's so much fun. You put in so much work in the offseason to improve to get better, and now it's your opportunity to show it.
And let's take a look at Boston's starting lineup. They've got Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum out there with Nikola Vucevic. Then it's Derek White, and it's Shireman in at the two-guard position. Pass to Tatum, three-pointer. Reed with the rebound. And so Randall will bring it up for the T-Wolves. Right wing, back to Daniels. Reed to screen on White. McDaniels passes to Edwards, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And this is how confident Edwards is. It feels like he can sink these shots whenever he wants.
Tatum, the rebound by the Timberwolves.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Randall on the screen. DiVincenzo finds McDaniels. Now Edwards. Lets it go from deep. Can't hit that one. On the wing, Tatum. Checked by Randall. Pass to Shireman. Nice ball movement by Boston. Brown, a screen on Edwards. Vucevic with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Brown gets the bucket.
I love seeing Brown get it done inside. He's more than just a jump shooter.
Here's Edwards. And it's cleared by Vucevic. The Celtics have gone 1 for 3 so far. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Jaden McDaniels picks one up.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Boston shooting their first free throws of the night now. And he's good on the second. A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Chris Finch. He was really talking up Derek White, especially the job he does defensively. Coach said, for my money, Derek is the best defensive guard in the NBA. He's long, he anticipates actions, and he can protect the rim. I can't think of another guard who does what White does. Brian, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Shireman. Boston again missing.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Reed sets a screen. Pass to DiVincenzo. Reed a screen on White. Now here's McDaniels. 6 to shoot. Minnesota again missing.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's Tatum. And he lays it up and in.
You like the way Tatum can sliver around to get his shot.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Randall a screen on White. Inside. And it's Randall that time on the assist by DiVincenzo.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
Edwards against Brown. Edwards the pass to Randall. And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul. Outside Reed. Down low. White with a steal.
Whatever opening he saw vanished quickly. Got to be more careful with those entry passes. And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
DiVincenzo, pass to McDaniels. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Tatum with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Here's Shireman. Offline with a 3. And so it's Reed with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Randall, the pass to Reed. Reed, a screen on White. Pass to McDaniels. Randall outside. 5 to shoot. Minnesota needs to get off a shot, and they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
The Celtics have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. White, the pass to Vucevic. Over Randall. Vucevic's shot is off.
Usually he's a master in the midi, but not that time.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Back to Randall. DiVincenzo against White. It's Edwards on the wing. Randall, pass to Reed. Shoots over Vucevic. Another one falls for Minnesota.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Here's Tatum. No luck on that one. And Edwards puts up a deep three. Oh, he beats the buzzer!
How you finish a quarter.
Wow.
You play to the buzzer, you never know what's going to happen.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Timberwolves ahead. They lead by 5. And we'll be back right after this. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone, and welcome back to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. And when you consider how Minnesota is doing, guys, your thoughts?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Nikola Vucevic is out there with Jaylen Brown. Then it's Derek White, then there's Jason Tatum, and it's Shireman in at the 2. And with Jaylen Brown on the wing, he feels like any given night he has the advantage in his matchup.
He's either too fast for the big guys or too strong for the small guys. That's the problem. He is a handful on both ends of the floor also.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Pass to Shireman, back to White. And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Timberwolves on D. 3-point lead. Tatum inside, working on Reed. Shot clock at 6. And it's Shireman missing. And so it's Minnesota with it. And after this one, they're at home against Phoenix. And that'll be their second of 4 total games at home. Reed finds Edwards. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Here we go, one-on-one. And it's Vucevic, that time on the assist from Tatum.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
And the basket by Edwards.
Well, Edwards can be so accurate, making shots look easy at times.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. White, the pass to Tatum. Tatum rips the 3.
No one there to contest, so he just drops it in like he's at the rec league.
Edwards against White. Randall, a screen on White. Edwards, the pass to DiVincenzo. Jaylen Brown with a rebound. The Celtics have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Pass to White. The 3. McDaniels with the rebound.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Outside Edwards. Reed sets a screen. Edwards, the pass to DiVincenzo. 5 on the clock. 20 feet out. The rebound, Celtics. Vucevic has got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Tatum passes to White. Well, Grant, offense is trying to stretch the D to the breaking point, but it goes beyond just three-point shooting.
Yeah, there's how you position on the perimeter, but, you know, then you also want that vertical spacing, too, where you have a lob threat at the rim.
Getting physical on the glass and getting a bucket, that's what Vooch does.
He shoots. Another miss by Minnesota. For Boston, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Tatum drops the hammer.
Tatum just has too much bounce right there. Better be careful. You're trying to stop that.
Outside McDaniels. Back to Randall. The kick out to Edwards. Looking to win the run. Book it. And it's Randall with the assist. Randall's got 3 assists now in this one.
When Edwards knocks down threes, Ant is pretty much unstoppable.
Tatum passes White. Outside, Brown. Here's Tatum. Tatum with another miss. And so Randall will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Reed sets a screen. Pass to DiVincenzo. Now McDaniels. Three-pointer. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
And put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
White with it. Randall's in his pocket. Here's Vucevic. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Vucevic has got 6.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Edwards looking it over. Pass to DiVincenzo. Another one falls for Minnesota.
Well orchestrated. And then the pass is right on the money.
Boston's gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Randall with a steal. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Reed passes to McDaniels. And here's Edwards. Randall, a screen on Brown. To the inside. And Randall the bucket on the assist by Edwards. And it's a 4-point Minnesota lead.
I just love the ball move.
Tatum can't hit. Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on a 10-2 run here. Outside, DiVincenzo. Pass to Reed. Takes a 3. Can't get it to drop. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's Minnesota up 4. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's
take a look here now at Boston. They don't get their home opener until next game. But tonight, they start this new season on the road, kind of like Kenny storming into the kitchen and trying to take all my barbecue chicken.
That's because you're in my building, and I'm eating all the barbecue chicken, big fella.
And turning our attention back to that first half of action, guys, Anthony Edwards was in complete control. That's it for us.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
McDaniels at the 3 with Randall at the 4. DiVincenzo and Edwards are the backcourt. And it's Reed in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Pass to Edwards from outside the arc. Edwards hits from beyond the arc.
Well, Ant will pull up from anywhere beyond the arc. Of course, more than comfortable letting it fly from the corner.
There's Tatum with the 3. Nails it from 3. Tatum's got 12 points.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Nice shot by DiVincenzo.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Randall, the pass to DiVincenzo. No good with a layup. Celtics trail by 7. And stolen by Edwards. Releases. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. Vucevic finds Tatum. Again, the miss by Boston. Minnesota's gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Well, Richard, some stars are the system, but Jason Tatum is often admired as a selfless system player.
Yeah, Jason enjoys being a piece of the greater puzzle. He doesn't have to have everything run through him, and I know that makes his teammates happy.
A quick break, and we look at our 2K leaderboard for three-point shooting last season. Fourth, the Timberwolves.
Well, it speaks to how active and energetic they were when operating behind the arc. Great three-point shooting team last year.
Brown against Edwards. Reed sets a screen. Edwards on the go. McDaniels from long range. Yes, and it's Edwards picking up the assist. Edwards has got his 4th assist with that last one. Randall with a steal. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And Edwards puts up a deep 3.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
No good on the quick 3. Here's White. Oh, and Reed with a block. And they recover it. Here's Shireman. The three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Reed, a screen on Brown. Pass to Randall. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. White, the pass to Vucevic. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Here's McDaniels. And he drops it in from the low post. And that's 11 points now in the game for Jaden McDaniels. White can't hit. Minnesota leading by 12. Randall, right side. Wide open. Chalk up 2 there.
And yeah, Randall is absolutely a threat from in between. Something the D has to recognize and adjust accordingly.
Here's Vucevic. That one's wide left.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
Randall, a screen on Brown. Pass to Edwards. Beyond the arc. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
An intense player on the boards. Love seeing Randall get after it and punish the opposition.
Now here's Tatum. And stolen by Edwards. Fast break, Minnesota for the finish. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, great power driving to the bucket. Edwards gets it to fall. A fearless finisher. B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, and absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
The 3, DiVincenzo fires in the triple. DiVincenzo's got 10 points in the game.
Something seemed to click for him at halftime. He's looked a lot more focused, and the game is just easy for him now.
White for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Tried to come right back at him with the 3. Not that time.
And here's Edwards outside. Up again. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Celtics trail by 21. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Tatum passes to Vucevic. Back to Tatum. Outside, Brown. Out left to the wing. Pass to Tatum. Lets the 3 fly. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got rebound number 11. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, no, it just doesn't make sense given the situation.
A 3 off the inbound. And Edwards with the basket on the assist by McDaniels. He's got 18.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Anthony Edwards has been on display for Minnesota. Hit a couple from downtown this quarter. We'll be right back with you shortly. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Taking a look at the Celtics. Jason Tatum out there with Nikola Vucevic. Then it's Jaylen Brown. Then it's Derek White. And it's Shireman in at the shooting guard position.
Showing off his pure athleticism. Brown with a memorable finish.
DiVincenzo, pass to McDaniels. Pass to Randall. Reed against Vucevic. Here's Randall. 4-3. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic is... Here's Shireman. DiVincenzo covering. Now Brown. And you look around the league, 30 different organizations, each with their own cultures. What did you look for as a player, Greg?
Well, you know, BA, winning always comes first. But after that, you're looking at resources and how they care for their players. That's where teams are trying to separate themselves these days. Well, when you're careless with the ball, that's what happens. It ends up going the other direction.
And there's no defense for that. Live ball turnovers, they are the worst.
Reed, a screen on White. Pass to Randall. Fires the three. Shireman grabs a board. The Celtics shooting only 38% from the floor. Not great. White, the pass to Vucevic. Shoots inside. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Reed's got a rebound number 12 here already in the game. Randall outside. Pass to Reed. Now McDaniels. 6 on the shot clock. They get it back. Randall. And that's his third miss in 7 attempts. The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. And the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line. It's on Anthony Edwards. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
Well, in addition, I love their passing. I mean, they're buying into that team concept. That's hard to get out of your young guys.
Out to the right wing. Reed for 3. Gets a hand on it. Outside McDaniels. The open shot by Edwards. Minnesota again missing.
Now, I understand that that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
Back to Vucevic. Brown passes to Vucevic. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Tatum. Again, the miss by Boston. The Timberwolves lead by 21. Randall deciding where to go with it. Reed sets a screen. And it's Randall with the jam.
Wow, Julius Randall. We could feel the floor shaking on that one.
White, the pass to Tatum. Yep, that one's good. Tatum's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Somebody help this man. Get this man some help out there. He's doing everything he can to keep his team in the game.
Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on the...
Nice finish.
Man, big time right there.
Oh my, Edwards looking to demoralize the defense a little with that one.
White, the pass to Tatum. It's Brown on the wing. McDaniels covering. Here's Shireman. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. Grant, you look at some of the rule changes in recent years. Does it seem to you like coaches' challenges are here to stay?
You know, BA, it does. And I think that's a good thing. You know, I can think of a few calls I would have liked to challenge in my day. So it's a nice option to have.
Left side, Tatum. To the right side. To the middle. Three-pointer, Vucevic. It's rebounded by Minnesota. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Timberwolves.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And they have to feel pretty good about themselves, taking the first 2 games of the season between these teams.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Anthony Edwards.
Anytime they needed a bucket, they'd put the ball in his hands and say, go make a play. It was impressive to watch.
Here's DiVincenzo. And so they foul intentionally.
And you know what? We'll give them some credit for battling today, but this one is just about over.
Edwards! McDaniels fires! Oh, the long ball, no good! And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it.
Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away. With the arm of the fake, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Ran in his bag. And the crowd is... Oh, wow. Liddell has done it again. Dynamite. And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. He's going to take this all the way. Wow! Quick Rampage Jackson. Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away. With the arm of the fake, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Ran in his bag. And the crowd is... Oh, wow. Liddell has done it again. Dynamite. And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. He's going to take this all the way. Wow!
It's game 1 of the regular season for both teams endorsed. Each one wants to start their year on the right foot.
Yeah, both of these teams have been waiting all summer for this game. Please. How about Anthony Edwards, the bounce? Go ahead, Ann.
Here's James, rebounded by the Timberwolves. The Lakers beat them last time when these two teams met in Los Angeles.
Well, I mean, they lost their last matchup with this team, and foul trouble really plagued them throughout the game.
Nothing wrong with aggression as long as you're smart about picking your spots. And let's see if they can be a bit more disciplined this evening.
Just 5 on the clock. Smart with the steal. James against Reed. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. Right side, Edwards. Reed with a screen on Reed. Now DiVincenzo. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
Man, that is DiVincenzo simply willing the ball in the bucket. That's 2 points the hard way.
And you look at this Timberwolves roster, Doris, quite a spread as far as the ages of their top players.
Oh, Kevin, you've got a couple of guys who are absolutely on the back nine and really walking up the fairway of number 18. And then you've got Mr. McDaniels and Anthony Edwards, two guys in their early 20s. But this is the fascinating part. There's a runway left, and what do they do with it?
And the wide open shot from Reed. No good from outside.
I'm not sure he expected to be that wide open and yet somehow comes away empty.
Here's LeBron. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. The Minnesota Timberwolves come into this one following a loss to the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Randall outside. Edwards passes to McDaniels. Edwards against Reeves. Edwards kicks to Reeves. And the three off target. For Los Angeles, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. 0-1 here, James, as he lets it go. Hits the three-point bomb.
Boy, after missing 3 straight, they finally get one to go down.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Down low. McDaniels passes to Reed, lays it up and banks it in.
This is showing the versatility of Naz Reed. Yes, he can make buckets from 3, but I like when he goes to work inside.
Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. And it's off the back rim, no good. Timberwolves lead by 3. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
I caught up with Coach Chris Finch. I asked him about LeBron James and what his team's defensive game plan was against him, and he said to me, hope and pray that he misses a majority of his shots. With LeBron, there's only so much you can do against him, but we're going to do our best. We'll see what happens here tonight. Back to you.
And Allie, thanks so much. Hachimura finds Doncic. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Doncic, no good.
Listen, that's a good shot for him. He just couldn't connect.
To the paint. Here's Randall. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Such a tough proposition guarding Julius Randle in that area. This guy is capable on the interior.
From deep LeBron. Minnesota with the rebound. Reeves got 5 rebounds tonight.
Listen, things aren't going his way right now, but listen, you just keep going, keep working at it.
DiVincenzo against Hachimura. There's the drive. Doncic with the steal. Now the Lakers on the break. Hachimura kicks to Doncic. The quick look, no good that time. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Randall with a screen for Edwards. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. McDaniels gets a wide open look. Off target with his 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
The shot's good from LeBron.
Well, it's the skill set and the strength of LeBron James. It'll be interesting to see how his shot profile breaks down when it's all said and done.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Reed with a screen on Reed. Pass to Reed. Now here's DiVincenzo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Mr. Springy athlete, Dante DiVincenzo's got some hops.
Here's James. Great tee that time from Edwards.
Boy, I'd like to see him finish that play with more authority.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Minnesota on top, up 2. And it's good to have you back with us as we celebrate St. Patrick's Day with more NBA action on 2K Sports. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Minnesota.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
Randall and Reed holding down the post spots. The wingmen, Edwards and McDaniel. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Reed with a screen on Hachimura. Out to Edwards. Here's the 3. Hachimura grabs the miss. And so it's Hachimura who brings up the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers, trailing by 2. LeBron sets the screen for Doncic. Back to Hachimura. A miss that time would have put him up.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Reed with a screen for DiVincenzo. Over in the corner, Edwards. Reed in the post. Working on James. Hangs and misses. Greg, last season, the Lakers exceeded expectations by winning 50 games and finishing 3rd in the West.
They went on quite a run after acquiring Luka Doncic, but they were eliminated in the first round of the playoffs. And as we know, this is an organization judged on championship success.
Randle on the follow.
Well, you love to see Julius Randle attack the offensive glass, get to his second chance opportunities. That's really well done.
A 3 ball. Smart misses. Timberwolves have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Edwards finds DiVincenzo. Edwards looking it over. It's tipped. Reed against LeBron. LeBron with the tough bucket. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
6 to shoot. Back to DiVincenzo. McDaniels passes to Randle. Sinks the triple. Randle's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Well, you've got to be decisive in catch-and-shoot situations, and Julius Randle leaves no doubt.
Hachimura with a screen on McDaniel. Smart passes to Reeves. Kicks it out to James. Hachimura against Randle. Shoots. Smart misses.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Doncic against DiVincenzo. Reed with a screen for DiVincenzo. Randle outside. Off target from outside. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter.
Vintage LeBron James. He's cooking, and this guy may be the best to have ever done it.
For Minnesota, they've gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Randle a screen on Reed. Edwards drives in. Here's Reed. Offline with his 3. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Hachimura with a screen on DiVincenzo. Doncic passes to Reeves. Inside. Shoots over Reed. Reed with the rebound. Reeves got 7 rebounds in the game. Randle with the ball, and Hachimura picks him up defensively. Randle kicks to Edwards. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Randle against LeBron. Randle passes to DiVincenzo. Randle outside. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Tie game in Minnesota. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
I'm here with Chris Finch, and Coach, any adjustments that you'd like to see on the offensive end?
Thanks, Allie. Much appreciated. Halftime now, and we'll be back to get the 3rd quarter underway in just a moment.
Thanks for tuning in.
You know, I love what they're doing, being patient on offense, getting high percentage looks. Keep feeding the beast.
Yes.
And now let's take a glimpse at some of the games on the upcoming. And that's a halftime.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at James, what a contribution.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far, unstoppable.
And on the floor for J.J. Redick as we get into the second half. The guard pair will be Doncic and Reed. Hachimura out there with LeBron James, and it's Smart in at the 3 slot. Doncic against DiVincenzo. Doncic kicks to James. And GA, you know, some people argue that defense has declined in recent years. Would you agree?
I think mostly it's just harder to defend in today's game. You have to cover so much more ground, and with the lack of physicality, it just makes it more challenging.
Randall with a screen for DiVincenzo. Randall right side. It's Edwards on the wing. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Edwards got the first basket of the third quarter for Minnesota. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And finished off by LeBron.
The offensive arsenal of LeBron James is tremendous. The ability to hurt defenses in so many ways is something else.
The Timberwolves leading. Randall outside. Reed finds Randall. Over in the corner, McDaniels. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Randall a screen on Reed. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. And Doris, we saw it. Something just clicked for Jaden McDaniels and his rebounding in the 2025 season.
Well, his rebounding and beyond, let's remember his team decided to put the ball in his hands a little bit more, and he elevated his game on the offensive end as well.
Reed gets the bucket.
Well, this is the value of Naz Reed, a center who can shoot it with great consistency from range.
Outside, Smart. Pass to LeBron. Outside for Smart. Clock at 4. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Edwards flies in, and Edwards with the stop.
Combination of size and athleticism makes Anthony Edwards so tough to check on the drive. Good luck and good night.
James against Reed. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down to 5 on the bucket from James.
Huge bucket at the rim, and they cut into that lead. That's exactly where he likes to make his living.
Doncic against DiVincenzo. McDaniels on the wing. DiVincenzo kicks to McDaniels. Pass to Reed from the baseline. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With this team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
No one in his way. You have got to make the defense pay. That's a quality mid-range look right there.
Lakers shooting their first free throws of this one. He misses the free throw. But LeBron's playing days are over, and GA, who knows when that'll be. What will you remember most about his play?
I don't think there's ever been a player who came into the league with such lofty expectations and not only met those expectations, but fair to say, he's exceeded them.
Randall with a screen for DiVincenzo. with the drive. Stolen by Smart. And LeBron with a clear path to the hoop. And James throws it down hard.
LeBron James, ever the showman, with an exceptional slam there. One of the best dunkers in the history of the game.
That bucket in no time at all. Edwards got 7 points for the quarter.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game. They are just killing them on the interior.
DiVincenzo against Doncic. And Reed has it in the corner. Pass to Randall. Back to Reed. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Reeves the pass to Hachimura. Back to Reeves. Hachimura setting the pick for Reeves. To the inside. He's looking for LeBron and finds him. James jackhammers it down.
LeBron James goes high in the air, and absolutely no doubt about how that's going to end.
McDaniels up top. Outside, Reed. Edwards passes to Reed. Just 5 to shoot. To the middle. 9 feet out. It doesn't go for him. That will count. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Tie game in Minnesota. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Minnesota shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Guard and off guard, filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. Randall and Reed holding down the post spots. And it's McDaniels in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Kicks it out to LeBron. It's stolen by DiVincenzo. It's Randall with the drive. Stolen by Reeves. Fast break, the Lakers to take the lead. The putback outside for Smart. Reeves outside. Just 4 to shoot. And it's James missing.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
McDaniels finds Randall. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Reed with a screen for Randall. Out to McDaniel. Pass to Randall. For the 3. Reed misses.
Poor execution. That was not how they drew up that possession.
And a wide open look for Hachimura. The offensive rebound. And there's the drive. It's stolen by Edwards. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on LeBron James.
Guys, you have to put a body on Anthony Edwards. This guy is too skilled and too strong.
You know, DB, recently we've seen Anthony Edwards reach new heights as a three-point shooter.
Anthony Edwards has now embraced the complete analytics of the game. He is a high-volume three-point shooter, and he's still a terror en route to the cup.
Gobert, he's checked in for Minnesota. Hachimura setting the pick for Doncic. To the inside. Kicks it out to James. Hachimura the pass to LeBron. Trying to find Hachimura. Gets it to him. Doncic outside. To take the lead. Gobert there for the rebound.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Randall surveying the D. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game. Edwards. It's off target. And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. Count it!
This guy has earned a reputation for handling pressure and making clutch shots.
Randall, a screen on Reeves. Here's Gobert. Outside Edwards. Now Gobert. Not gonna go. Smart against McDaniel. And trying for the go-ahead basket. Doesn't go in. Randall outside. McDaniel sets a screen for Randall. Now Gobert. Randall with the ball. Got it to go off the glass.
Rudy Gobert is so competitive. Doesn't want to let a big moment go by. Nicely done.
Edwards against Reeves. LeBron is screen on Edwards. Doncic outside. LeBron James attacking, and that one is good.
Well, should any of us be surprised that they need a bucket? LeBron says, get me the ball, and delivers once again.
McDaniel's outside. Gobert with the screen for McDaniel. Now DiVincenzo. Here's McDaniel. 5 on the clock. Now Randall. Late in the clock, he gets it to fall.
That's about trusting your guy in the clutch. Julius Randle embracing a tough opportunity.
Doncic with it. McDaniels picks him up. Hachimura setting the pick for Smart. Now Hachimura. Reeves outside to take the lead. That one misses. It's the Timberwolves now. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. McDaniels outside. Gobert with a screen for McDaniel. Now Gobert. That one goes.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Doncic. That's in there.
Doncic relishes the opportunity to deliver in big moments, and my goodness, embrace the spotlight, young man.
Randall outside. DiVincenzo. It's good.
A guy like this with the skill set he's got, you can keep the defenders guessing.
And so the Timberwolves take the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
Poor clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away. Wembanyama the save, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Grant in his bag, and the crowd is. Oh, wow! Liddell has done it again. Dynamite.
Look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. He's going to take this all the way.
It's all! Wow! Quick Rampage Jackson! Poor clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away. Wembanyama the save, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Vince has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Grant in his bag. And the crowd is...
Oh, wow.
Ray Allen has done it again. Dynamite.
And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. Hill's going to take this all the way.
Wow! Quick Rampage Jackson.
Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away.
With the arm of the fake, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Vince has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Grant in his bag. And the crowd is...
Oh, wow.
Ray Allen has done it again. Dynamite.
And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. Hill's going to take this all the way.
Wow! Quick Rampage Jackson.
Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away.
With the arm of the fake, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Vince has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Grant in his bag. And the crowd is...
Oh, wow.
Ray Allen has done it again. Dynamite.
And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. Hill's going to take this all the way.
Wow! Quick Rampage Jackson.
We hope this St. Patty's Day is bringing everyone out there good luck so far. We're done. And here's a look now at the last few months of assist numbers for the last handful of seasons for LeBron James.
And the way he's... developed as a passer over the last few months has been exciting to watch. His assist numbers are climbing, and it's because he's making a concerted effort to move the ball around.
Here are the five for the Lakers. Luka and Reeves are the 1 and the 2. Rui Hachimura is out there with LeBron James, and it's Smart in at the 3 spot. And for Boston, Jaylen Brown is out there with Nikola Vucevic. Then there's Jason Tatum, then it's Derek White, and it's Shireman in at the shooting guard. Got it. And coach, that long off season is over. The NBA is back. How happy are you to hear those words?
You have no idea. I've been waiting a long time for tonight, a game that counts. How great is this?
Pass to Vucevic. And there's the whistle. They'll pin that one on Nikola Vucevic. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Doncic against White. Now Reeves. Takes it inside. Here's James. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Up top, Vucevic. Hachimura covering. Brown can't hit.
Excellent coverage defensively. They can hit hard on him.
Vucevic with a steal. Tatum with it. Now Doncic defending. And Tatum, the bucket on the assist by White. Tatum's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, the closer Tatum gets, the easier it is for him. His touch is just so good.
The assist, Luka.
For Boston, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Vucevic finds White. Nice ball movement by Boston. Tatum inside. James is there. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
What a move by Tatum. Finishing strong at the rim.
Ooh, LeBron with the slam.
What an athletic slam by LeBron, showing these young guys how it's done.
Grant, LeBron has had so much recognition over the years, but truly, he might not get enough credit for what he's meant to the NBA.
Yeah, you might be right, B.A. Truly a global ambassador for the game of basketball. He set the standard for what a superstar can be, really, in any sport.
And it's Hachimura missing. For Boston, they've gone 4 of 5 so far, looking sharp. A little mid-range shot is up. And it's Tatum missing.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
It doesn't get much better than that. LeBron putting some muscle on the slam.
White looking it over. Pass to Tatum. Outside White. Fires the 3. Smart grabs the miss. The Lakers in the lead. Kicks it to Doncic. Hachimura outside. From deep, Reeves. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And it's Shireman missing. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Smart finds Doncic to the paint. James, right side. Back to Doncic. Hachimura from long range. And it's cleared by Vucevic.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Now the Lakers moving it up the floor. And the basket by Hachimura.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Ooh, too long in the paint. And he's hit with a 3-second violation. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Los Angeles.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
You have to like the fact that they're not settling at all. I mean, they've really made a point to get the ball down inside and challenge that interior defense.
Knocks it down from distance.
Well, Tatum is rightfully as confident as they come from deep. He saw that look and didn't waste it.
Doncic, no good. The Celtics have gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Here's Shireman. He's covered by Reeves. Vucevic, a screen on Reeves. And they call an illegal screen here.
2 fouls for him already. If he's not more careful, his minutes will be curtailed.
The Lakers have gone 6 of 11 so far. Hachimura with a screen on White. And Doncic launches from deep. The rebound, Celtics. They went to Los Angeles for their last meeting with the Lakers and came out with the victory.
They flat out dominated the last time these teams squared off, particularly on the glass.
Yeah, but they can expect a whole lot more resistance this time around. No team likes to lose a rebounding battle.
And so it's Jason Tatum making highlights for the Celtics. His finger... Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone, and welcome back to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. And for the Celtics here, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
We've got Jason Tatum. Jaylen Brown is out there with Nikola Vucevic. Then it's Derek White, and it's Shireman in at the 2. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Smart for 3, and it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 6th rebound on the night. Left side, Tatum. Vucevic, the pass to Tatum. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Getting off the floor with ease. Tatum can beat good defense with his athleticism.
And it's already hard enough to play D in this league. Some people feel that traveling has gotten out of control, Coach.
Well, I don't know if it's gotten out of control, BA. I think the referees do a pretty good job on traveling. I think what's important for the referees is they have to be able to determine which travel calls gain a guy an advantage and which ones you could let go because they have no effect on the play.
Brown passes to Tatum. Tatum taking flight.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
And they're doing strong work on the glass, a +5 advantage for them.
Vucevic against James. Kick out to Brown. 6 to shoot. Oh, they get a hand on it. Here's the break. Here's Reeves to halt the run, and he lays it in. Reeves has gotten his first bucket of the night.
And what I love about Reeves, I mean, he plays the game at full speed. Loves getting into transition.
Tatum against James. And it's Tatum missing. Lakers trail by 7. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
The Celtics have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. White, the pass to Tatum. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Outside Reeves. Kicks it to Doncic. It's James on the wing. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. And the basket by Hachimura.
Well, LeBron is still that good at getting others the ball. What a clever kick-out pass.
Outside White. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. And it's Shireman missing.
Well, you like the competitive mindset there, trying to answer right back. It just didn't fall.
White against Doncic. Hachimura outside. Just 5 to shoot to the inside. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. The shot by Reeves, no good. Boston leading by 4. Now Los Angeles moving it up. Ahead. Doncic on the wing. Hachimura outside. Reeves finds Hachimura. Tatum barreling in, and the layup is good off the glass. Tatum's got 7 points here in the quarter.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
Yeah, the assertive approach from LeBron is really paying off in this one. He is driving this offense.
Here's Tatum. Misses off the right iron.
I think he got the shot he wanted inside, but somewhere on the play, he just lost focus.
A nice shot by Doncic.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
Tatum inside. Check by James. And it's Tatum missing. If they play this right, they can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they really have to work the clock right now.
Basket counts.
And just a deceptively good athlete with impressive quickness. Reeves gets to the bucket in no time.
Vucevic, a screen on Doncic. White drives in. Brown passes to Vucevic. Oh, it's stolen by Hachimura. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Kept alive. From behind the arc. Can't connect. Now 2 of 6 for the game. For Boston, they've gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. The kick out to White. Back to Vucevic. The shot comes out.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
So the clock runs out with the score tied going into the half. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
The Lakers 23. Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready.
Yeah, he's high point so far. You see the plays they're running for him? Featured through the half. I expect that to continue.
And since we have a moment, let's see what other games are coming up tonight. Appreciate you joining.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
He's been dominating down low. Gotta assume they'll keep feeding him the rock.
That's certainly what I'd do. Until the defense shows they can stop him, ride the hot hand.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, Luka and Reeves are the 1 and the 2. LeBron James out there with Rui Hachimura. And it's Smart in at the 3 slot. Here's James. White with a steal. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Pushing it up now. The bank shot, no good. The Lakers trail. Here's James. And it's cleared by Vucevic. And the Celtics shooting a nice 50% for the game. And the basket by Shireman. Shireman's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
White with a steal. To the middle. And it's Tatum missing. Lakers trail by 4. Hachimura left side. From deep, here's Doncic. Rebounded by the Celtics. Brown's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Tatum with it. Guarded now by Smart. Three-pointer, Vucevic. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. James has got 4 rebounds now. Hachimura left side. Smart outside. Pass to Doncic. The 3 is up. That's good. And it's Smart with the assist. Doncic has got 5 points.
And I know Doncic prefers a straight-on 3 shot, but his touch works just as well there in the corners.
And how about Marcus Smart, Coach? A 3-time NBA Hustle Award winner.
Yeah, and BA, not to mention a former Defensive Player of the Year. For a 6'3" guard, he's about as physical a presence as you'll find.
Boston shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Considered one of the best players in the game right now, Tatum is hungry to win titles, to add to his growing legacy.
James, left side. Pass to Hachimura. The 3 ball. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Hachimura with a rebound. And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. It's a 3-point game. Smart for 3. They get it back. James. Tries again. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 11 rebounds in the game. Tatum looking it over. Pass to White. Inside. White gets it to go.
Well, listen, White doesn't fear anyone inside. He wants to get down low and cash in.
Out to James. Screen by James. Here's Smart from the arc. That shot, no good.
That's a look he couldn't pass up. He just couldn't get it to go.
Here's Brown. Doesn't go that time. Good D by Doncic. Lakers trail by 5. Hachimura, the pass to James. Smart for 3. James. Oh! LeBron James! The putback slam!
Oh, the tenacity of LeBron James. Unreal.
Tatum drives in. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game. Deep into the game, his team is lagging, and he's been unable to help. Brutal performance from him.
Hachimura with the ball, guarded by Vucevic. Brown with the steal. Here's White. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Now, I don't love fouling White there. He can really hurt you at the line.
Derek White at the line for 2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
You really don't even have to watch him at the line. Just listen for the net.
Here goes Luka. Banked it in off the glass. Doncic has got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
So creative on the attack. I like whenever Doncic knifes inside and looks to score.
Tatum from long range. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Smart outside. Inside. Here's James. James, a freight train coming.
Once James gets the ball in close, it's game over. Put up those 2 points.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Tatum finds White. Back to Tatum. And the layup is good. Tatum's got 6 here in the quarter.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Shot is up. Doncic, no good. Oh, it's stolen by Hachimura. And we've reached the end of the 3rd. Celtics out in front, leading by 5. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4th quarter gets underway. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Nikola Vucevic is out there with Jason Tatum. Then it's Derek White. Then it's Jaylen Brown. And it's Shireman in at the 2. That's the Boston 5. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
I have to admit, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
Here's Tatum. He takes it in. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Well, not just fast, but also precise. Tatum shows a lot of control on his drive.
From deep, here's Doncic. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Here's White. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one on Doncic.
Well, talk about a guy who gives you exceptional effort. Derek White is always watching the floor for gaps he can fill, places he can make a difference in the game. Hey, that trip to the line gives them the 2-possession lead they wanted.
Here's Doncic. It's hauled in by White.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Down low. Here's Tatum. The Lakers with a rebound. James has got his 7th rebound here tonight. On the wing, Reeves. James, a screen on Vucevic. Reeves, the pass to James. Rebounded by the Celtics. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Brown drives in. Can't connect from short range.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
Here's Hachimura. And that one's good with extra effort on the glass.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Reeves, the pass to James. He's got it. His 9th make out of 15 tries.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
White against Doncic. Here's a pass to Tatum. James rips down the board. Lakers trail by 3. Smart outside to tie it up. And Smart nails the triple.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Rebounded by Doncic. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, just a huge bucket for Reeves. How this guy goes undrafted, I'll never know.
Tatum jams it home!
Hey, you need some points? Tatum is your guy.
Here's Doncic. Now Hachimura shoots a 3. Cleared away by White.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Beyond the arc. James rips down the board. And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. Oh, the lead pass. Great dish.
You know, Reeves is such a crafty and clever player. He's so good at finding ways to score inside.
Tatum inside. James is there. And there's a 3-second violation.
Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
The Lakers in the lead. Outside Reeves. Now James. In the corner, Smart for 3. Can't get it to go. 1:06 left in the fourth quarter. There's the drive.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. An excellent opportunity here.
Seizing the lead right now would be huge.
Now Vucevic. Brown, a screen on Hachimura. Outside Brown. White fires. James rips down the board.
Big margin of error right there. You have to work for a better shot.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
But sometimes you gotta stick your nose in there like Tatum just did.
Third team foul.
Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
Line for 2 shots.
And the second of 2 is good. And that narrows the gap to 1. And now we've got an intentional foul.
First team foul.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Doncic! Oh, it misses.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. That's off as well, so he misses both. He sinks the clutch free throw. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives him a lead.
Free throw shooting comes into focus in tight games. As usual, he's up to the task.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
First free throw is good, and that ties this game up. He can't sink it, and that was an important free throw.
Well, he's got to be disappointed that he wasn't able to take the lead, but at least he evened things up. Oh, come on. You cannot let that happen in this situation.
Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this game. Luka and Reeves are the 1 and the 2. Rui Hachimura is out there with Marcus Smart, and it's James in at the center position.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Nice! That one's good!
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
I mean, he had the right idea, but his timing was just a little off, and it resulted in a goaltender.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. The Lakers trail. And rebounded by Tatum. White on the wing, guarded by Doncic. James rips down the board. The Lakers shooting around 41%. Here's the pass to Smart. Oh, got a piece of it. Brown with the steal on the break. Oh, look at Tatum. What a finish.
Well, it all goes back to Jaylen Brown. He got the steal and then sent the ball back the other way.
James, the three ball is down.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
And as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is. Brown. There's the drive.
Yeah, charging inside with force. Love seeing Brown go up strong on the drive.
Rebounded by Vucevic. Celtics lead by 5. A little over a minute and a half gone now in overtime. Fires the three. Oh, Smart with a rebound. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range since regulation. Reeves. Cash from downtown.
And any opening on the arc is a good one for Reeves. He'll take that corner tray every chance he gets.
Oh, the shot is off. And here's Smart. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Now Doncic from deep. Oh, no good on the dunk.
How does such an elite finisher not throw that down? I'm confused.
White banks it home. Big shot.
He's been in a big spot or two. Get it to NBA champ Derek White.
Now James. Doncic fires. Oh, can't hit the jumper. This is their chance to stretch the lead, Grant.
Yeah, it's a must. They have to execute and avoid the big mistake.
Tatum with the drive. Ooh, he leaves no question.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Down it goes.
Well, just another night in the office for Jason Tatum. We've come to expect big games from him. He is that special.
Second personal foul. First
he gets the first, and that narrows the gap to 7.
For the Lakers, Luka Doncic.
Doncic hits them both. Here's White. Here's Shireman. So we see Boston get the win here. It was touch and go there for a while, but in overtime, they caught a second win.
They really did, and it was wild. Everything it took just to get to the extra period, and then their surge at the end,
And that about wraps it up. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And as we leave you,
Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away.
Wembanyama the save, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up three.
Oh, say does.
With teams fine-tuning rotation in these early stages of the season, Richard, some players can be, I think, unsure about their role.
Hey, but that's part of the job. You just have to stay ready. Whenever your team calls your number, you have to go in and do the job that they ask you.
And look at the starters for the Cavaliers. The rim protectors standing tall for them, Mobley and Allen. Harden out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's Tyson in at the three. Now here's White, just two to shoot. Here's Vucevic. Evan Mobley with the rebound. Here's Tyson, guarded by Tatum. Allen, that's good.
So much reach. Allen using that wingspan to his advantage.
And the dunk by Brown.
Oh, why don't we very much?
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. And Derek White picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Mitchell wide open. That three off the mark. RJ, last season, as we know, the Cavs got hit with the injury bug at the worst possible time, right in the playoffs.
Yeah, the worst time possible. Their key players all had injury concerns as the season wore on. But sometimes you just got to play through it in the playoffs. Look, when he's within range, Vooch is going at the rim, and he's going at it hard.
The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Harden against White. Tatum on the wing. Here he goes. And slam dunk by Tatum.
The quicks of Tatum on display. Jason has a devastating first step, man. He could just blow by you so easy.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable, it creates that much of an advantage for the offense. You have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Now here's White. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. That one, no good. Excellent D there from Allen. Here's Tyson. Here's Mobley. Drills it from outside.
This is something that Mobley is still developing, but nice to see him take a confident shot from the arc.
And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Tatum. Let's take a look at last year's leading shot blockers. You don't want one of these guys in front of you when you're coming down the lane. 5th, Evan Mobley.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
Here's Tyson. His 3-pointers off the mark. The Celtics have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. On the wing, Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Now the defense has no answer for Mitchell's leaping ability. This man goes up, and he will put it down on you quick.
So, Richard, let's give him some credit. Jared Allen has turned himself into a more complete player, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, he's not just a floor spacer, but he does everything else at an elite level. Very efficient. Doesn't make a ton of mistakes that will beat you.
Good work there as it goes. Tatum's got his second bucket tonight.
It's always good for this offense when Tatum is putting pressure on their interior defense.
The Celtics with the lead. Some nice ball movement here by the Celtics. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey guys, Donovan Mitchell can put up points, but he's sacrificing some of that to get his teammates going. He said, quote, "For me, it's about balancing, picking my spots, picking my games, empowering everybody. But sometimes I've got to go do what I'm paid to do." Guys?
He can heat up in a hurry, that's for sure. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report.
Look, this dude is well built, man. He's a specimen. He's 6'8". Look, he's going to score inside if he gets that close.
Here's Allen. Rebound, Boston. Inside. It's tipped. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Celtics have been a title contender for years now. So, RJ, what do you attribute that to?
Well, their talent level has been off the charts. But something else you can point to is their defense. The Celtics have been an elite defensive team for over a decade.
He hits the second from the line.
What strikes me about Jason Tatum is really his versatility. He's got any move for any situation that you throw at him. His moves have moves. His counters have counters. That is a man that can finish plays or make them. Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page. You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Mitchell's shot is good.
You gotta chase Mitchell off that line, or else, oh, this man will torch you.
Tatum against that. Left side, Tatum. Pass to Shireman. 5 to shoot. White. Boston. No good that time either. Cleveland leading by 3. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Harden the pass to Allen. Here's Tyson. A three-pointer, no good.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring, but let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Harden looking it over. From outside, off the mark. Into the lane. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Cavaliers lead by 3. And it's good to have you back with us as we celebrate St. Patrick's Day with more NBA action on 2K Sports. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle steps for the Cavaliers?
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
They've got Vucevic. He's out there with Jason Tatum. Derek White is out there with Jaylen Brown. And it's Shireman in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Pass to Tyson. A three-pointer off the mark.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
From deep, Harden. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Boston trailing. To the paint. Here's Tatum. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Here's Mitchell. And it's Derek White with the rebound.
Try to get spicy and totally whipped, huh? Okay. He's going to be living this one down for at least about a week.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
White against Mobley. Here's Allen, and slam dunk by Allen.
Fantastic work from Allen, taking the contact on the chin, burying the shot.
White goes in. Mobley with the block. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Brown's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack. And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
When you think about what makes Evan Mobley such a special talent, Richard, what comes to mind for you?
Well, his defense is already outstanding for a player of his age. And so seeing him add another Defensive Player of the Year award in years to come, that's what he needs to do. He needs to continue to be an anchor.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Mitchell with the steal. Stolen. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. Mobley with the block.
And whenever Mobley is out there on D, you have to be aware of where he is.
The 3 from Tatum. Mobley with the rebound. And so Allen will bring it up now for the Cavaliers. Last time they met in Cleveland.
And they lost the last matchup with this club, and it was really the reserves where the gap in play was felt. And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And one way players look to expand their game, adding counter moves to keep defenders off balance. Greg, what was something you added that really gave defenders pause?
You know, the snatch back pull-up, using your speed to kind of get the defender going downhill. And then you slam on the brakes and just create that separation to then go into attack mode.
Inside, Tatum automatic.
The efficiency from Tatum on the offensive end is terrific, not letting any scoring chances pass him by.
Out to the right wing. A shot no good, Tyson.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Tatum finds Brown. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Here's Tyson. The Cavaliers again can't hit. 1:03 left in the first half, and that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds. Max Strus is checked in for the Cavaliers.
Substitution, number 2, Max Strus.
And 1:01 left here in the second. Cleveland moving it around. Mobley. And a great assist by Allen as that one goes in.
Oh, Mobley. Okay, I see you showing off that shooting ability.
Pass to Tatum. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The shot's good.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Tatum slips by the contact inside.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
The wide open shot from Strus. No good on the triple. Brown inside, guarded by Harden. And he gets the bucket. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Drills the three-pointer. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Cavaliers on top. They lead by 2. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Hello, everyone. And one thing in their favor is they're taking care of that basketball shot. In a close game, that can make all the difference.
No question about it. All right, fellas. Thank you for being with us.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Mitchell and Strus share wing duty. The big men on the floor for him, Mobley and Allen. And it's Harden in at the point. Here's Allen. Boston grabs the miss. Vucevic has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Mitchell, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Mitchell's got the lead up to 4 now for Cleveland. Hard to put into words, Archie, the impact Donovan Mitchell had on last year's 64-win Cleveland Cavaliers team.
Yeah, that's the best Cavs team we've seen in almost a decade. Spider led this team, and it looks like they're not going anywhere anytime soon. And they have been cold coming out of the break, only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
Here's Allen. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And it's 8 points for Allen.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
Pass to Vucevic. And here's Brown. Back to Vucevic. And Vucevic throws it down.
And what a find by Brown, demonstrating a willingness to create for teammates.
Allen, and it's Allen, slam it down.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Vucevic finds Brown. Down low, here's Tatum. Mobley with the rebound. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Mitchell outside. And Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. And stolen by Mobley. Mitchell looking it over. Pulls up. High post. Rebound by the Celtics.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Mobley with the block.
Already a stellar defender. Mobley proving he can be relied on to anchor for this team.
The second effort. Here's Allen. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Allen's got 12 in the game. Celtics trail by 6. Vucevic to the pass to Tatum. The flush by Tatum.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. To the inside. Pass to Tatum. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And now look at Jason Tatum. Great showing for him last season. Putting in about 27 points a game. 8 rebounds and 6 assists. And you look at his score, and he was number 1 on the team last season.
His ability to play through contact, his exceptional concentration, that's what makes him a great finisher.
Wants to get it to Brown and does. And Brown throws it down.
Such a great athlete, an elite athlete. JB is at his best, in my opinion, when he is attacking the rim.
To the paint, and Allen slams it in.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. To the wing right side. 1:21 left in the third quarter. Pass to Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Oh, another huge night for Tatum. One of the top scorers in the NBA. Jason beats you in so many different ways.
Pulls it from 20. Harden's shot is off.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game. That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Right side Tatum for the lead. With the putback. And it's Brown on the follow. Brown's got 4 this quarter.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
That's what you love about Jared Allen is how well he knows his role. He's out there to own the glass, defend, and go for the guaranteed buckets, and boy, does he do it well.
He's off on the first. So he comes up empty at the line. And Richard, I'll say this. Jaylen Brown's often at the heart of a debate about what his true value is. I think it's immense.
Oh, I don't know what the debate is. I don't know the difference between megastar, superstar, but he is a proven all-star, an all-NBA player, and a finals MVP.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Here's Schroeder. And a miss there on the triple. And Tatum out top the key. And the dunk by Tatum.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
It's because he's reading where the shots are going and getting to the right position. Just outworking everyone early.
What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Celtics. He has really delivered at the offensive end. He's torched them for 24 points so far. We'll return shortly. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And two teammates on the same page, woo.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Vucevic is out there with Jaylen Brown. Then it's White. Then there's Jason Tatum. And it's Shireman in at the 2-guard spot. That's the Boston 5. Count the basket. Tatum's got the lead up to 4 now for the Celtics.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Schroeder outside. And Merrill has it in the corner. And it's off from three-point range. Boston shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? Tatum. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
A stop or two in the next minute or so, and they could even this game up. Great job to keep battling.
Oh, and here comes Schroeder all alone. Finished off the break. Schroeder's got the game tied up here for Cleveland.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
White, wide open, he fires. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. To the middle. Pass to Tomlin to take the lead. And no good. Rob. And here we go. Cavaliers running again. To take the lead. Down he goes for 3. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And also, they've made it a point to push it off turnovers. That they're playing smart and alert, capitalizing on mistakes.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Puts it up from deep. No good.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive talk.
You aren't exaggerating. You don't get to 20 rebounds without having a special talent for grabbing misses. And this is exactly who Tatum is. Someone who doesn't back down from taking the big shots.
And here comes Tatum. A huge two-handed slam.
No stranger to the big moment. What a play there from Tatum.
Here's Tomlin. Vucevic defending. From 13. Tipped away. The Celtics with the lead. Right to the hoop. The putback saves him with the putback.
The emergence of Brown as a #1 scoring option has been so much fun to watch. He has earned a lot of trust from his coaching staff.
So the first one drops, and that brings them within 2. Ryan is checked in for Allen. And he is unable to get the second one.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game.
And he jams it in.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
And I like how Tatum never backs off, even as the defense clearly gets overly physical.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And the second of 2 is good. That puts them up by 5. Cleveland's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. And pushing it up, here's Boston. White outside. Vucevic outside. Here's Brown. Vucevic outside. Shot clock at 5. Fires the 3. The shot is off. And here's Cleveland.
Can't waste any time here.
It needs to be a quick shot and a quick foul.
The 3 doesn't go. Here are the Celtics with the ball. They're on a 9-1 run right now. It's stolen by Brown. Now, here's Vucevic. Here's Shireman. 7-foot shot. And it's sent back by Bryant. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Tatum, and he banks the layup in. So it's the Celtics picking up the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm.
Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away. With the arm of the thing, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Grant in his bag. And the crowd is... Oh, wow. Ray Allen has done it again. Dynamite.
And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. Yes. He's going to take this all the way.
Wow. Quit Rampage Jackson. Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away. With the arm of the thing, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Grant in his bag. And the crowd is... Oh, wow. Ray Allen has done it again. Dynamite.
And look out for... hope this St. Paddy's Day is bringing everyone out there good luck so the start of a fresh season. But we know the focus for both of these teams is to come out strong today.
Yeah, for the first handful of games, you just want to play hard and build some chemistry. Get more comfortable with your teammates while also learning their tendencies and preferences.
Let's take a look at our starters for Denver. Gordon and Jokic, the inside combo. Jamal Murray out there with Tim Hardaway. And it's Watson in at the 3. Now here's White. Pass to Shireman. Here's Vucevic. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass.
Nikola Vucevic, guys, just goes to work when he gets an opportunity to score. I mean, he's a very, very polished offensive player.
Here's Gordon. 27 points his last game. On target from range.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And it's cleared by Vucevic.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Tatum passes to Brown. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum.
Strong and explosive Jaylen Brown is a tough matchup in the painted area.
Pass to Watson. Fires for 3. And another 3 for Denver.
He knows he can get his shot anytime he wants, and he also knows he has the green light.
Maybe not the title you want, but Jamal Murray's probably the best player never named an All-Star.
Yeah, interesting. It's kind of like being the last player or the best player not to win a major in golf. I mean, he is a devastating, lethal scorer and a really good passer, too. And he's been right there on the cusp. I think it speaks more to the strength and quality of talent in the West than it does to Jamal Murray's lack of ability. I mean, he's an all-star caliber player for sure. And the shooter had very little space on that attempt. And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Pass to Tatum. It's not going to go for him. Great D that time from Jokic. Gordon with it. To the inside. And here's Watson. Shoots over Tatum. And it's Watson missing.
I wouldn't count on him missing the mid-range shot again. That's a good look for him.
Jokic with it. Now guarded by Brown. Now Hardaway. Gordon with a screen on Tatum. To the middle. And Gordon with the big finish.
Well, I like the fact that Gordon shows you nice skill there in picking apart the defense on the screen and roll.
Pass to Shireman. There's the triple. Jokic grabs the board.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. A nice shot by Watson.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock. Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Gordon pulls it in.
He went for a little something extra on that dunk, but the defense was right there. Oh, that's a heck of a stop.
To the paint. Here's Jokic. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Will it go? Tatum can't hit.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
And when you have a multiple MVP like Nikola Jokic, there's pressure to put him in position to win it all, Clark.
Certainly agree with you there, B.A. Widely regarded as the best player on the planet, Jokic has the capacity to will them to victory single-handedly, but ideally, he shouldn't have to. He needs some additional reinforcement to complement his greatness. They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference. And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Shot is good by Gordon.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all. And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Great open look there. Tatum's got the second bucket on the night.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Boston shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And, you know, very quietly, Vucevic puts up phenomenal numbers consistently. A nightly double-double threat who, you know, bullies opposing defenses on the regular.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 5. Ooh, Tatum slams it home.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Hardaway. Fires from deep. The rebound, Celtics. Victory eluded them last time in Denver when they faced the Nuggets.
It really just wasn't a fun game for them. Their offense looked stagnant, and they couldn't get anything going.
Yeah, they had no answer for them. They simply got outplayed and outworked.
And as we... Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone, and welcome back to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
On the floor for Denver, getting going in the second. Gordon and Jokic, the inside combo. Tim Hardaway is out there with Murray. And it's Watson in at the 3. Watson passes to Murray. It's stolen by Tatum. And they're running. And stolen by Hardaway. Inside. And Gordon with the basket on the assist by Murray. Murray's got 4 assists in the game. Outside Tatum. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. That one falls.
You like the way Tatum can sliver around to get his shot.
White against Hardaway. Gordon on the wing. Launches it. Shireman grabs the board.
Started out strong from three-point land. Hit 2 in the first quarter, but he's gone dry since.
Brown with it. Guarded now by Watson. It's Vucevic, high post. Nice ball movement by Boston. Tatum. Look at Tatum using his length.
He's done everything he can tonight, trying to keep this team competitive.
Outside Murray. To the paint. Jokic passes to Murray. Outside Hardaway. It's Watson on the wing. Here's Murray. Boston pulls it in. Looking ahead, they've got the Warriors coming to town for their next game. And that'll be the finale in their 4-game homestand. White with it. He's against Watson. White can't hit. The Nuggets lead by 11. Down low. Here's Jokic. The big man, Jokic. And a lot of spot-up shooters now, adding a one-dribble pull-up 3 to the repertoire.
And when you have defenders selling out to contest that catch and shoot, you got to reload, relocate, and let it fly. It's a valuable counter for those long-distance specialists.
Clock at 6. Pass to Shireman. Now here's Brown for 3. The rebound by Murray. Outside Watson. To the inside. Jokic muscles it down.
Impressive seeing Jokic go off like this. I mean, you can tell his teammates are being energized by what he's doing.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, so what's the difference between the diehard fans and the casuals? Well, Kevin Durant said some fans get programmed to just think about free agency and drama, and they only care about the finals and players' legacies. But he's hoping the fans lock in on the game itself, not just the storylines. Brian, back to you.
It's a good point. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Pass to Murray. Outside Watson. Jokic. It's good on the putback.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
Brown drives in. And the jam by Brown.
And Brown really is at his best when he takes it inside. The defense has no idea what to do with it.
Jokic against White. Screen by Gordon. Jokic passes to Gordon, and that's out of bounds. Last touch by Jokic.
Unforced turnovers. They'll drive your coach insane.
Celtics trail by 17. To the middle. Here's Vucevic. He can't hit that time. Great D that time from Jokic. Gordon, right side. Jokic in the post. Tatum's there.
When Jokic is rolling like this, it's a beautiful thing to watch, and there's not a lot the defense can do. The Joker, as a matchup, is a nightmare.
Vucevic's shot is off.
This is not what they need from him this quarter. He is way off.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Knocked loose. White with the steal.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
A dominating first half of play, and so far it hasn't been close. Nuggets ahead, leading by 17. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Over at Spectrum Center, the Hornets will face off against the Heat. Start time, 7 o'clock Eastern.
It's going to...
Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the Nuggets.
This is the...
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. It's been a clinic out there by Nikola Jokic.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
At the forward spots, the talented pair of Brown and Tatum. Then it's Derek White. Then there's Nikola Vucevic. And it's Shireman in at the 2. That's the Boston 5. Vucevic in the post. Valanciunas covering. Vucevic's shot is off.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Tatum clearly putting on the show in this one, doing it all.
Pass to Jones. Jacks up a 3. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Jones has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Defensively, gotta close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity. He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Jones against Tatum.
Another miss. Not how he wanted to start the second half.
That one no good. Pass to Hardaway. Here's the 3. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds in the game. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Over the years, we've really seen Tatum elevate his offensive game. Now he's a dynamic, multi-level scorer.
Jones, the pass to Jones. Kicks it out to Hardaway. The 3. Tatum with some nice D.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
And the basket by Shireman.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Right side Brown. Pass to Vucevic. The shot that time not on target. Excellent defense there from Watson.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Jones finds Valanciunas. Now here's Watson. Valanciunas with a screen on Vucevic. And stolen by Brown. Pass break. Here come the Celtics. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Well, I like the concentration and focus of White as he knows he's going to get contact and he's able to score through it.
Denver leading by 15. And here's Jones. No points yet. Pass to Hardaway. From downtown. Rebound Boston. Brown's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Well, he certainly hit some turbulence here, trying to get it cranked back up.
Now Tatum. 15 points in the game. 6 to shoot. Brown passes to Tatum. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. 17 points for Jason Tatum. Valanciunas against Brown. Jones. Vucevic with some nice D. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. It's a 13-point game. 1:27 left in the third quarter. Pass to Vucevic. Back to White. Nice ball movement by Boston. And the 3 off target.
Well, he won't miss many of those, not when he gets a good look like that.
Inside. White against Valanciunas. Here's Jones. Let's go with a 3. And again, it's Denver missing. Tatum against Jones. Brown. And Brown with the stuff.
We've come to expect plays like that from Brown. He won't waste any opportunity to throw it down.
Jones, the pass to Hardaway, to the paint. Here's Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Tatum. Jones against White. Down low. Here's Vucevic. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits.
He's trying to get himself into a rhythm, but at what expense?
Jones' shot is good.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And so it's Denver in a good... And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And Denver looking at who they've got to start the 4th. Gordon and Jokic, the inside combo. Murray out there with Tim Hardaway. And it's Watson in at the 3 slot. To the inside, here's Gordon. And slammed it home, and a foul! A chance at another point at the line. Jaylen Brown picks one up. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Nuggets.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
And, you know, they've done a fantastic job scoring inside as a result, finding plenty of opportunities to cash in near the hoop.
Inside. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. Jokic has got 22 points.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
A few possessions into the fourth, just over a minute played. Back to Vucevic. Soft touch off the glass. 9 points for Nikola Vucevic.
Well, that's just strength there. That's what we call weight room. The power of Vucevic on display.
Murray passes to Gordon. That three's off the mark.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And it's Tatum missing. Denver leading by 16. Brown with the steal. Here's Tatum, puts up a deep three. Hardaway grabs the board.
He had 1-3 in the first half, but hasn't had...
Oh, big finish! Man!
Yeah, we saw this on display in the slam dunk contest. Gordon has some major bunnies, a creative slam dunk artist.
He's undersized for a 4, but his hops level the playing field.
Now Gordon. Ooh, using 2 hands to power it down.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And Vucevic with the block.
Get that weak stuff out of here. You can't come weak like that against Vucevic. He's going to send it back at you.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Now, you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on deep.
Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. The Nuggets lead by 19. Pass to Hardaway. Right side Watson from 15 feet away. Off the window. It's good. Watson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, excellent recognition from Hardaway Jr. to find his teammate there. This guy's an unselfish player.
And it's Tatum missing. For Denver, they've gotten 7 of 9 from the floor in this fourth. Gordon can't hit. The Celtics have gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. And here's Brown for 3. Rebounded by Denver.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Nuggets.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And they've had no trouble finding the win against this squad. They'll wrap up the season series with a clean 3-0 sweep.
Well, once they've taken the first 2 from them, you could just sense how this one was going to go.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Nikola Jokic.
He played big all night, relentless on the glass, just helping his team in the possession battle.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
White against Gordon. Tatum inside. Using the glass to lay it in. They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, B.A. They deserve the win.
Here's Vucevic. Gordon with a steal. The drive by Watson. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it.
All right, thanks, Allie. And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaFleur.
Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away. Waving the arm of the feet, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Grant in his bag. And the crowd is, wow.
Leon has done it again.
Dynamite. And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. Hill's going to take this all the way. Wow. Quick Rampage Jackson. Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away. Waving the arm of the feet, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Grant in his bag. And the crowd is, wow.
Leon has done it again.
Dynamite. And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. Hill's going to take this all the way. Wow. Quick Rampage Jackson. Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away. Waving the arm of the feet, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Grant in his bag. And the crowd is, wow.
Leon has done it again.
Dynamite. And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. Hill's going to take this all the way. Wow. Quick Rampage Jackson. Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away. Waving the arm of the feet, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Grant in his bag. And the crowd is, wow.
Leon has done it again.
Dynamite. And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. Hill's going to take this all the way. Wow. Quick Rampage Jackson. Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away. Waving the arm of the feet, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Grant in his bag. And the crowd is, wow.
Leon has done it again.
Dynamite.
Oh, say does that start?
And with every new season, DB, there's always a great sense of optimism around the NBA.
It's such an exciting time. Every team comes in with a clean slate. You've put a ton of work into your offseason in terms of individual skill development. There's a lot of optimism, and so much has yet to play out.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Randall and Reed holding down the post spots. Guard and off guard, filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the 3, the small forward. Pass to DiVincenzo. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That is his first foul of the game.
And that's a quick foul for him there. Looks like the refs are going to call this one pretty close.
On defense, Boston. Edwards finds Randall. McDaniels against White. 5 on the clock. And the wide open shot from Reed. No good on the 3. And Doris a measured pace for the Celtics. No rush, don't turn it over, and then they get what they want.
Well, this is Joe Mazzulla's philosophy in a nutshell. Quality offense begins with taking care of the basketball first. He believes in the math, meaning he believes if you can get a good look at 3, you take it.
Now here's Edwards. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Inside, it's stolen by White. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Shireman, good.
Tremendous effort getting the steal, then getting the ball up the court.
It amazes me how quickly you can change ends. You've got to be prepared to sprint the floor.
DiVincenzo can't hit it.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Edwards against Tatum. Brown outside. Pass to Shireman from downtown. Reed with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
McDaniels on the wing. He's covered by Brown. Clock at 6. Randall kicks to Reed. Another miss by Minnesota.
This guy does not love to operate in the mid-range, and it showed right there.
Brown the pass to Vucevic. The Celtics working the ball around now. Here's White. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Stolen by Reed. Here's Randall, and then jammed down as he goes right over Nikola Vucevic.
Wow, Julius Randle with a little flavor on the finish.
Outside, White. Vucevic setting the pick for White. Pass to Vucevic. It's stolen by Randall. And now Minnesota on the fast break for 3. Edwards. Rebounded by Vucevic. For Boston, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. It's stolen by Randall. McDaniels with the ball. He's picked up by White.
This guy's such a talented finisher, but the D does just enough.
Vucevic finds Tatum. It's good.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
DiVincenzo against Tatum. Here's Reed. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. He gets that one.
Well, there's a mix of strength and agility that Jason Tatum is taking advantage of. Nice work in there.
Here's Reed. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. Pass to Edwards. 51 seconds left in the first. Here's McDaniels. White with the defensive effort. Celtics leading by 4. Now, here's Vucevic. Here's Shireman. His last outing, he had 8 points. Back to Vucevic. Reed with the rebound. some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
How about Anthony Edwards, the bounce? Go ahead, Ant.
For Boston, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Might be undersized for a 4, but that vertical more than makes up for it.
Pass to Shireman. Over Edwards. Offline with the baseline jumper.
Taking what the defense gives you, exactly the shot you want, just doesn't go in.
And so the first quarter is in the books. It's the Celtics up 4. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And it's good to have you back with us as we celebrate St. Patrick's Day with more NBA action on 2K Sports. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Guard and off guard, filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. Up at the forward, it'll be McDaniels and Randall. And it's Reed in at the center, walking down the middle. Now, here's Brown. Really played well against Phoenix in his last outing. 4 on the shot clock. The Celtics need to get a shot off, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. The Timberwolves trail. It's Edwards on the wing. Edwards cashing in from outside.
Well, don't think twice. Ball touches your hands, you let it go, Anthony Edwards.
To the paint. Rebound, Minnesota. Last time they met was in Minnesota.
And in that one, the offensive execution made the difference. They found and exploited the mismatch repeatedly.
Well, it was certainly a game that their analytics people had to love breaking down. I thought they exposed every weakness in the defense.
And despite those shooting problems in the first quarter, they have the lead and look like they're finally getting it together offensively.
A nice shot by Tatum.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Endures for the Timberwolves 2 consecutive trips to the Western Conference Final.
Kevin, this is by far the franchise's most successful era to date. But of course, they are not satisfied. Anthony Edwards desires a championship because he wants to be considered amongst the all-time greats.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. Following the miss by Julius Randle, here's Reed. Lays it up off the glass. Reed's got the lead up to 4 now for the Timberwolves. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Minnesota.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Well, already so accomplished, Doris. Jason Tatum. As you look at the landscape of the Celtics, where is his place in that story?
Well, let's remember, Kevin, that he's still a young player, and so that history is still being written. But the North Star for the Boston Celtics is always championships, and Tatum has proven he can deliver.
And it's the Celtics ball, trailing by 2. Following this one, they get to host the Warriors. That will complete this 4-game homestand. Tatum gets it inside.
Now, this is one of the best scorers in the game today. Jason Tatum, we're getting used to performances like this.
Edwards kicks to DiVincenzo. And Reed has it in the corner. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Reed's got 5 now.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Shireman, it's hauled in by Edwards. Looking at the last game for the Timberwolves, it was a loss to the Thunder. Here's McDaniels. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Edwards can't hit. Celtics trail by 3. Outside Tatum. Pass to Shireman. 1:36 left to play here in the half. Tatum's shot is off. For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Now Reed, over in the corner, McDaniels finds himself wide open and drills it. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Brown dishes to Vucevic. It's stolen by Edwards. 59 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Reed with a screen for Edwards. Oh, Edwards!
Boy, defense has no answer for Anthony Edwards' athleticism. What a dunk!
Brown outside. Here's Shireman. He's defended by Randall. Here's Tatum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Sinks that one from the post. Tatum's got 8 here in the quarter.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Randall a screen on White. DiVincenzo passes to Reed. And here's Edwards. Off target from three-point range. Outside Tatum. Pass to Vucevic. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Timberwolves lead by 5. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
Hey, what's the key for the second half?
Well, you got to take care of the rock, keep your poise, make good decisions, take advantage of all their mistakes.
Okay, let's go back to the first half of our featured game. Anthony Edwards, guys, how about his performance? And that's all for us.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum, getting it done today.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
We've got Brown. Tatum out there with Vucevic. Then there's Derek White. And it's Shireman in at the shooting guard position. That's the Boston 5. And Reed throws it down.
Oh, nice finish from Naz Reid. That's the kind of play that can give your team a spark.
And Boston certainly has some of the most knowledgeable sports fans, Doris, in the country.
Kevin, not only knowledgeable, but passionate. And when you think over the 4 major sports in the city and the tradition of success, it is no wonder they are so committed.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
How about a little bit of daylight is all Jaylen Brown needs, up off his feet in a hurry.
Here's Reed. From down in the low post, it goes. Reed's got 4 points now in the quarter.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That's his first foul. Here's Tatum. 16 points for him. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
Oh, he's hot coming out of the break. 3 up, 3 down.
DiVincenzo kicks to Edwards. Good on the three-point shot. Edwards got 10.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
Tatum down low. He's against Reed. It's stolen by Randall. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Finished off the break. DiVincenzo's got the lead up to 10 now for the Timberwolves.
If Dante DiVincenzo has the ball with some space, look out. He's thinking score it. Amazing individual performance, but you'd like to see more guys start to get involved. I don't know if he can do it alone.
DiVincenzo passes to Edwards. And another three for Minnesota.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Tatum. Reed with the block.
Boy, Naz Reid giving you a high level of rim protection right there.
McDaniels kicks to Randall. McDaniels sets a screen for Randall. Back to McDaniel. That'll be Minnesota as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves retain possession. And now here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best teams from three-point land a year ago. In fourth, the Timberwolves.
Their three-point accuracy last year was exceptional, largely because of their patience. They would wait for the best look before pulling the trigger.
You know, DB, I heard some NBA officials talking about having a feel for the game and then drawing a line between playing aggressive and playing rough. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, Kev, this is so fascinating to me because we've seen a reversion back to a little bit more of a physical game. But without some definitive guidelines, it makes the official's job harder.
Edwards can't hit.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA has its eyes on the old continent. Commissioner Silver said there continues to be an enormous opportunity to take basketball to another level in Europe. The quality of the basketball there has been fantastic, and we think there's a commercial opportunity to create something special. Back to you guys.
I appreciate the update, Allie. Thank you. 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Vucevic. To the middle. It's deflected. Tatum no good. Minnesota leading by 7. Outside Edwards. Over in the corner, Randall. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
And now Minnesota on the fast break. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 4 assists now tonight. Now Tatum, 24 points for him. Good on the shot. Tatum's got 12 points now in the quarter.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Randall a screen on Brown. He takes it in. Latrey. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
White the pass to Tatum. It's good. Tatum's got 14 points here in the second half.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
And to me, he's just playing smart, efficient basketball, really helping his team hang around this one.
And so it's Minnesota in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for me.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. The wingmen, Edwards and McDaniel. Randall and Reed holding down the post spots. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1 spot. Randall passes to McDaniels. Here's Reed. No good with the triple. Celtics trail by 7. To the inside. Here's Tatum. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 7 rebounds in the game. Vucevic against McDaniel. Down low. And stolen by White. Some nice ball movement here by the Celtics.
Oh, another huge night for Tatum. One of the top scorers in the NBA. Jason beats you in so many different ways.
And so White will bring it up for the Celtics. Here in the fourth quarter, the defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. And a look now at the Celtics' upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll take on Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors. Then on Friday, they'll face off against John Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And you know, for that matchup with Oklahoma City, it's a good checkpoint to see how they fit. It's the fifth contest on the year for them and a chance to evaluate where they stand.
Julius Randle with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 5. For 3, Edwards. Offensive rebound. DiVincenzo kicks to Edwards. McDaniels against White. 4 on the clock. Fires for 3. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Tatum. Boston again missing.
Boy, he'd be the first to tell you that is a shot that we expect him to make.
Trying again, and he got it. Nice execution on the layup.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Brown against Edwards. It's Randle. Outside, Reed. And down goes the 3.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Edwards, driving. What a sweet jam by Edwards.
Boy, oh boy, when Anthony Edwards gets downhill, turn the lights out, folks. He's a handful.
Down by 12. Here's Tatum. Stolen by McDaniel. Now Randle. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
Boy, I love the confidence Julius Randle has in himself. This guy knows what it takes to score.
Now here's Tatum, 18 feet away. There's the jumper. Nice one.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
It's Randle. That one drops.
The guys, over the years, we've seen Randle become a much more aggressive scorer. You love his tenacity.
Vucevic outside. Reed with the rebound. And the Timberwolves with possession. Big run right now going for him, 11-2.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for Minnesota.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Julius Randle.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
Edwards, just 5 on the clock. DiVincenzo knocks down the 3.
But the truth is, they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
And here is DiVincenzo. Driving to the basket. Oh, he can't jam it home. He is denied. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So...
Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away. Wembanyama the fake, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Ran in his bag, and the crowd's wow! Ray Allen has done it again. Dynamite.
And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. He's going to take this all the way.
Wow! Quick Rampage Jackson. Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away. Wembanyama the fake, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Ran in his bag, and the crowd's wow! Ray Allen has done it again. Dynamite.
And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. He's going to take this all the way.
Wow! Quick Rampage Jackson. Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away. Wembanyama the fake, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Ran in his bag, and the crowd's wow! Ray Allen has done it again. Dynamite.
And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. He's going to take this all the way.
Wow! Quick Rampage Jackson. Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away. Wembanyama the fake, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Ran in his bag, and the crowd's wow! Ray Allen has done it again. Dynamite.
And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. He's going to take this all the way.
Wow! Quick Rampage Jackson. Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away. Wembanyama with a save, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Grant in his bag. And the crowd is, oh, wow. Ray Allen has done it again. Dynamite. And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. He's going to take this all the way. It is all. Wow. Quick Rampage Jackson. Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away. Wembanyama with a save, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Grant in his bag. And the crowd is, oh, wow. Ray Allen has done it again. Dynamite. And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. He's going to take this all the way. It is all. Wow. Quick Rampage Jackson. Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away. Wembanyama with a save, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Grant in his bag. And the crowd is, oh, wow. Ray Allen has done it again. Dynamite. And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. He's going to take this all the way. It is all. Wow. Quick Rampage Jackson. Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away. Wembanyama with a save, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Grant in his bag. And the crowd is, oh, wow. Ray Allen has done it again. Dynamite. And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. He's going to take this all the way. It is all. Wow. Quick Rampage Jackson.